Hello there. You are tuning in to episode 15 of Keeping Up with Abanatics. Today's episode is brought to you by SurfSafe VPN, providing you safe browsing 24/7. So sit back, relax, and enjoy today's episode. For those of you who are new here, hi! My name is Riza and I am your host. Last week we briefly talked about animal testing, so this week I'm bringing in the experts. Today we are joined by Aldrin and his team of advocates from SADC. Now I know a lot of you subscribers aren't familiar with the issues surrounding animal testing. To give you some infos, animal testing involves big corporations using animals to test their products on. It may not sound like a big deal, but mind you, a lot of harmful activities and chemicals are included in this process that may lead to the deaths of these poor beloved creatures. So now SADC will give you further insights on how you can help with animals and putting a stop to these happenings.
Hi, it is me again. I know you've heard from me for a quite long time now, but it's me, Aldrin, and today I'm with my team SADC, which stands for Save Animals, Destroy Cruelty.
Hi, I'm Angeline. Nice to meet you.
My name is Christine. How are you all?
Hello, I'm Janibel. Hope you're having a good day.
I'm Elijah. It's good to be here.
Hi, I'm Kathy. Thanks for inviting us.
So I've heard some news that you are starting with a protest against the companies who are still in the business of testing animals. Who are these companies and what are your plans for this protest?
There are a couple of companies we listed, but the top 5 big companies are L'Oreal, Johnson & Johnson, SC Johnson, Colgate-Palmolive, and Unilever.
These companies own the majority of the brands we commonly find in most retailer stores and drugstores, and they're making no real efforts to change their unethical policies.
They are tough. We already made the petition, yet they still keep on testing and testing, which really drove us mad. That's why we are planning on having a big protest so they can hear our voices.
Excuse me for saying this, but aside from the harmful effects, don't also animals serve a good purpose as research subjects? I mean, looking at it in this angle, it seems like they are biologically similar to us and are susceptible to many of the same health problems that we may get.
Just like what you said, they are similar to humans, which make them have feelings, family, and such. They deserve to live a life too.
Of course, sorry, that is bad on my part. Anyways, aside from the Philippines who are pushing towards an anti-animal cruelty, are there some countries that still proceed with this animal testing?
Don't get me starting with that. China leads with 20.5 million animals being tested. Next is Japan with 15 million. The United States with 15.6 million. Canada with 3.6 million. Australia with 3.2 million, and many more countries.
It's been a very long time since the movement of stopping this act started, yet many people still allows this to happen. Just how can humans be cruel?
Now we are really getting to the center of this whole thing. Now folks, we are taking a small breather. This is Keeping Up with Abanatics and we will see you in a bit.
The features you've been missing are waiting for you with the Premium. Unlock ad-free music and unlimited skips on any device. Plus, download your music and listen offline. Even search and play exactly what you're looking for with On Demand. A world of Premium is waiting. Come back to a better way of listening. Tap the banner to learn more.
You are back with us here at Keeping Up with Abanatics. And if I remember correctly, we are on the topic of countries that still uses the method of animal testing. So we talk about the process and everything else, but what What we in the audiences really want to know is what happens to these animals after being tested. Do they survive or not?
Well, animals are typically killed once an experiment is over so that their tissues and organs can be examined. Although it is not unusual for animals to be used in multiple experiments over many years. There are no accurate statistics available on how many animals are killed in laboratories every year.
Yet they involve the processes that can be only studied in a living organism, which is impractical or unethical to study.
That is some very shocking and downing information. Are there any alternatives to this? I mean, we have to do something about this.
So there are cases where human cells have been used to create innovative little devices called organs on chips. This can be used instead of animals to study biological and disease processes, as well as drug metabolism. Devices have already been produced that accurately mimic the lung, heart, kidney, and gut.
Also, alternatives to animal testing include sophisticated tests using human cells and tissues, also known as in vitro methods, advanced computer modeling techniques often referred to as in silico models, and studies with human volunteers.
A key part of ending animal testing is making sure that our friends and family are aware of the issue. Having conversations with them helps to increase the number of people that are against animal testing. When people spend less money on products that have been tested on animals, that companies are more likely to stop the practice. An increase in the number of people speaking up about their distaste for animal testing can also translate into policy change at the state or even federal level.
Perhaps, one of the most impactful things we can do to end animal testing is to purchase cruelty-free products. This demonstrates to companies that there's a demand for cosmetics and cleaning supplies that have not been tested on animals, making them more likely to reduce and eventually eliminate animal testing products. Well, that's a wrap on our entry for this week. I hope the listeners enjoyed and can help us to our mission to stop these cruelties. Thank you, Riza, for inviting us.
That brings us to the end of our episode. Thank you to the wonderful team of SADC who joined us for this informative episode of animal testing. We hope that you, our dear listeners, gain more information and perspectives about this issue. If you want to help with their cause, their socials are linked below on the description box. And as always, thank you for listening to Keeping Up with Abanatics and stay curious.